Imagine the universe, a vast, dark canvas splashed with the fire of creation and destruction. For millennia, humanity has gazed upwards, seeking answers in the distant glow of stars and the echoes of cosmic cataclysms. We built telescopes, devised theories, but some questions remained stubbornly out of reach, veiled by immense distances and unfathomable energies. One such enigma: the origin of the heaviest elements. Gold, platinum, uranium, the very building blocks of our technology and our planet's crust. Not from the gentle fusion within stars like our Sun, which forge lighter elements. These dense, precious materials require far more extreme conditions, forces that dwarf anything we can replicate on Earth. Scientists long suspected that the universe's most violent celestial events might hold the key. Specifically, the cataclysmic collision of neutron stars, the incredibly dense remnants of massive stars that have collapsed under their own gravity. These are cosmic behemoths, packing more mass than our Sun into a sphere no larger than a small city. When two neutron stars merge, the energy unleashed is staggering. A kilonova, a brief but blinding explosion, far more luminous than a supernova. In these fleeting, cataclysmic moments, an intense flux of neutrons, combined with immense pressure and heat, could forge the heaviest elements through a process called rapid neutron capture, or the R process. The challenge? Detecting these ephemeral events and analyzing the torrent of data they produce. Gravitational waves, gamma-ray bursts, electromagnetic radiation across the entire spectrum. It's an overwhelming flood of information. Traditional analysis methods, reliant on human intuition and simpler algorithms, struggled to keep pace, to tease out the subtle fingerprints of element creation from the cosmic noise. Enter artificial intelligence. Not the kind that writes poetry or generates art, but a specialized form of deep learning, meticulously designed to find patterns in immense datasets that human eyes, or even conventional algorithms, might miss entirely. This AI was trained on a vast library of simulations of these cosmic mergers, covering every conceivable scenario. Think of it like training a hyper-observant detective. You show the AI countless examples of crime scenes, simulated neutron star mergers under a bewildering variety of initial conditions. You feed it data representing everything that could possibly be observed: the light signatures, the gravitational wave patterns, the properties of the ejected material, all meticulously cataloged. The AI's neural network, a complex, multi-layered web of interconnected nodes, loosely inspired by the biological structure of the human brain, begins to learn. It starts to identify subtle, non-obvious correlations between the initial conditions of the merger and the resulting elemental composition of the ejected debris. It builds an internal, probabilistic model of this incredibly complex physics. This AI wasn't given explicit rules about element formation. Instead, it was tasked with finding patterns. It was presented with the input data of a merger and the output data of what elements were produced in simulations. Its goal was to learn the mapping between the two, no matter how intricate or non-linear that relationship might be. Then came the crucial test. Scientists began feeding the AI real observational data from actual detected neutron star mergers, like the groundbreaking event detected by LIGO and Virgo. This data was often messy, incomplete, and incredibly challenging to interpret using older, more conventional methods that relied on predefined models. The AI processed it all with astonishing speed and efficiency, and it found something truly remarkable. It identified specific, consistent patterns in the messy observational data that directly linked the merger event's characteristics to the production of heavy elements. It wasn't just confirming existing theories. It was revealing the precise conditions under which different heavy elements are forged. It was like finding a universal cosmic recipe book, etched not in ink, but in the very fabric of space-time and nuclear physics. The AI, by analyzing vast amounts of simulated and then real data, learned to predict which elements would be created and in what quantities, based on the specific details of a neutron star merger. This was a direct, data-driven insight into cosmic nucleosynthesis. This wasn't about the AI thinking in the human sense or having a moment of sudden inspiration. It was about its unparalleled ability to sift through extreme complexity, to perceive relationships invisible to us, and to build incredibly accurate predictive models based on those relationships. It acted as an immensely powerful lens, focusing our understanding on fundamental cosmic processes. Consider the implications. We can now look at the light from a neutron star merger and, with high confidence, determine the elemental fingerprint left behind. This allows astrophysicists to confirm that these events are indeed the primary factories for elements like gold, platinum, and even rare isotopes of uranium, which are crucial for understanding nuclear astrophysics and planetary formation. The AI learned to distinguish between different channels of the R process. In some mergers, you get lighter R process elements. In others, particularly those with more massive neutron stars that undergo prompt collapse, you get the full spectrum, including the heaviest elements. The AI could discern these subtle differences from the observational data. The power of this approach lies in its universality. The same AI architecture, trained on similar principles, can be applied to other complex scientific problems. Whether it's analyzing climate data, predicting protein folding, or searching for new materials, the ability to find hidden patterns in overwhelming datasets is a revolutionary tool for scientific discovery. This specific AI, developed by researchers, wasn't a general-purpose intelligence. It was a highly specialized instrument, a testament to the power of focused deep learning. It learned a specific, incredibly complex task: to infer the nuclear physics of R-process nucleosynthesis from astrophysical observations. The process involved extensive computational work. Training these deep learning models requires immense processing power, akin to that found in supercomputers or large data centers. It's a symbiotic relationship. The raw power of computation fuels the AI's learning, and the AI, in turn, unlocks new insights from the data. One of the key breakthroughs was the AI's ability to handle the uncertainties inherent in observational data. Real-world astronomical data is never perfect. There are gaps, noise, and instrumental limitations. The AI was trained to be robust against these imperfections, to find the signal amidst the noise, and to quantify its own confidence in its predictions. It learned to recognize the subtle jiggles in gravitational wave signals and the specific spectral features in light curves that indicated the production of certain elements. This granular understanding allowed it to move beyond broad correlations to specific predictions about the composition of the ejected material from these violent cosmic events. This discovery has profound implications for our understanding of the universe's chemical evolution. For decades, the R process was a theoretical framework. Now, thanks to AI, we have a data-driven confirmation and a precise tool to study it in action, event by event, across the cosmos. It's a powerful example of how AI can augment human scientific endeavor. It doesn't replace the physicist or the astronomer, it empowers them. It acts as a tireless, incredibly perceptive assistant, capable of processing information at scales we simply cannot, freeing up human researchers to focus on interpretation, hypothesis generation, and the big-picture questions. The journey from understanding stellar fusion to pinpointing the origin of gold required a leap in our analytical capabilities. Neutron star mergers provided the ultimate cosmic laboratory, and AI provided the key to deciphering its explosive experiments, revealing the very genesis of the heavy elements that make up our world. This AI wasn't programmed with the knowledge that neutron star mergers create gold. It discovered that relationship by finding statistical patterns in data that humans couldn't readily perceive. It's a subtle, yet profound, form of accidental discovery, driven by pattern recognition on an unprecedented scale. The universe continues to hold its secrets close. But with tools like these, powered by artificial intelligence, we are no longer just observers. We are becoming detectives, piecing together the grand narrative of cosmic creation, one data point, one pattern, one fundamental truth at a time. From the fiery heart of a neutron star collision to the silicon brain of a deep learning model, the path to understanding the origin of precious metals has been long and complex. It's a journey that highlights the power of computation to unlock nature's most profound mysteries, showing us that sometimes the most advanced tools can lead us to the most fundamental truths.